Hi guys, so today we'll be going over our newest tool, the AlgoPro QuantFlow. Now this is a strategy bot. Now what this is designed for is for swing trading on mid to high time frames. We're looking to capture big moves in the market while limiting our downside. Now the first thing you'll notice with all of our bots is a few dashboards. You'll have your portfolio dashboard here that relays information in your property settings and current trade statistics. We have our performance dashboard here, which gives you an overall look of information that is relayed from the TradingView strategy tester. We also have our settings panel here, which shows you the active settings that are being used for whatever you're using in the QuantFlow settings inputs. Now, the main goal of QuantFlow is to find good long or short opportunities in the market when the price action is in your favor, while avoiding false signals and getting chopped up in the process. Now we're on Bitcoin on the 1 hour here. If you look through some of the signals, we'll pull up the strategy tester here. And you can see on default settings, the signals aren't that bad. 259% net profit at a 33% win rate and a 1.7 profit factor. Now what we've done with QuantFlow, if you look in the settings here, is we've included preset options under the QuantFlow strategy. And we just launched this tool, so we don't have a ton of presets in yet, but we'll constantly be updating this with new strategies for different assets and different time frames. But since we're on Bitcoin on the 1 hour here, what we want to do is go to this drop down with our preset settings, go under crypto, and we're going to use the Bitcoin 1 hour preset for our strategy here on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Now you can see after we apply this, this strategy is optimized and designed specifically for Bitcoin on the 1 hour. So our back testing results have improved significantly. We have 480% net profit, almost a 50% win rate, almost a 4 profit factor with an average trade of almost 3%. Now the goal with QuantFlow is risk reward. We don't really care about win rate. We just want big winners with small losers. Now, by doing that, we can afford to have a win rate that's around 40 to 50% and still be extremely profitable in the long run. So you can see our average win is 7% and our average loss is just under 2%. So that's over a 2-to-1 risk reward. So at a 50% win rate, this is an extremely profitable strategy in the long run. Now, to get a more in-depth view of how this strategy has performed over time, we can go over here to the TradingView strategy tester and do a deep back test of this 1 hour preset for Bitcoin. So we're deep back testing to 2019. You can see we're at 1,718% net profit, a 50% win rate, and a 3.5 profit factor. So this strategy has stood the test of time, which indicates we should see pretty profitable forward testing. Now, forward testing is never guaranteed, but one thing that is much more likely to perform better forward testing is a swing trading strategy like this, because you're always going to catch those big moves. So if you're limiting your downside but always catching the big winners, forward testing is usually much more likely than if you're capping your upside on a strategy. So for a strategy like this, these are results that we should see pretty closely going forward as well. Now we'll hop into the settings here to kind of see what this algorithm uses. So for QuantFlow, we're using pretty much a smart money concepts type strategy. We're including lots of different SMC systems as far as market structure and trend and changes of character. And we're combining that with different volume levels like delta, long, and short volume to really let us know if price action is actually breaking out in our favor, either to the upside or downside. Now, when you're using a preset from our strategy, you can go down to this panel here and it will show you the exact values that strategy is using in the current settings. Those won't be reflected right here. These will all still look like the default settings. So if you're using a preset and you want to see the settings that are being used, you can get those from here. So you can plug those in if you want to tweak this exact strategy a little bit, but the exact strategy settings used will be right here, and it will let you know that is the correct strategy by labeling it right there. Now, QuantFlow uses a trailing system to close out trades. This is an instant exit once it hits this trailing line. Now we're using a mixture of ATR values for our exit sensitivity, which you can adjust here. And we've also doubled that up with being able to customize the trail speed of that ATR as well, which really helps fine tune how fast or how slow it trails the price action to be in your favor. So if you want to use your own strategy and customize these values to create a bot for your own asset and time frame, we recommend to use our AlgoPro Bot Optimizer Chrome plugin. And what that will do is it'll be a plugin, and you can input all of these values, and the plugin will test the strategy for you to find the best net profit settings at a quicker rate than you would be able to do it by manually tweaking all of these. But let's go ahead and we're going to just run through all of our presets just to see how settings are performing on different assets. So we've looked at the Bitcoin one. Let's head over to Ethereum now. So you can see on the Bitcoin settings, Ethereum is still profitable here. But we're going to swap over to the Ethereum 1 hour just to see how it performs. You can see for Ethereum, we have 755% profit, 50% win rate, 2.5 profit factor, our average win of 8%, and average loss of almost 3%. So again, a really good risk reward, which is the main mission with QuantFlow. We want big winners and we want small losers, letting our winners run and getting out of our losers really quickly. So we're going to deep back test on that just to see how that has performed as well over time. You can see another really good deep back test, 2,000% net profit, 45% win rate, and a profit factor of 2. So now we'll hop over to another one. Let's see here. Let's check Tesla on the 1 hour. So you can see Tesla here, our back test. We have a net profit of 12,437%, a win rate of 50%, and a profit factor of 3. And that's back tested all the way to 2010. So really good results there. You can see an average win of 17%, average loss of 5%, really good risk to reward. So we'll check a few others now. Let's try NVIDIA on the 1 hour. So here's our NVIDIA preset. You can see the net profit of 4,000%, 40% win rate, almost a 4 profit factor, a really good profit factor, average win of 19%, and an average loss of 4%. So you can see we're just trying to catch big wins when price action and market sentiment is in our favor. With our daily bias here, it's gonna keep us from getting in shorts when price is way above a daily moving average. So we're not looking to maybe try and get in a short, because most pullbacks when you're in a bull market or an uptrend are going to be short-lived. You're going to have really long bull runs and then really short little tiny pullbacks just for people to get in long, and that's our goal here. So let's check a few more. We'll switch over to our futures section, NASDAQ on the 1 hour. So here's our NASDAQ back test. You can see we have 84% net profit, almost a 50% win rate, and a profit factor of around 3. And an average win of 2%, average loss of 0.68%. So again, another really good risk reward, and that's the goal here. And you can see we're in an uptrend, so we're only taking longs at the moment, and we're trying to avoid all of that choppy price action, which the bot seems to be doing a really good job of. So our losers are kept really small, and our winners we let run to get a really good risk to reward ratio there. So we have one more preset we've already included, and that is gold. So let's check out gold on the 1 hour. Okay, so our gold preset is loaded up here. You can see more good results, net profit of 100%, almost a 50% win rate, profit factor of 1.9. Average win is 1.24%, average loss of 0.61, so right at a 2-to-1 risk reward. So another super solid strategy. Again, you want to see a smooth equity curve, and that's what we've seen on all of these strategies so far. We don't want to see too many dips, and this is using 100% of equity. So if you go to our property settings here, we're using 100% equity in every trade. So every trade uses 100% of what we had before. So that's usually really hard to find an equity curve that's pretty smooth. So if you were to use, let's say, just a fixed amount instead of equity, just using a fixed amount per trade, you're going to see that equity curve smoothing out even more. So based on what you want to risk per trade, if you're using a fixed amount, you're gonna see a way smoother equity curve, usually across strategy parameters. So if you go to the QuantFlow settings here, here is our trade automation commands. This can be automated to a third-party automation software. You can input your JSON commands here, and we have a guide on how to create that command to where the signals are sent to the webhook of whatever third-party automation software you are using. If you're going to use the manual settings here, make sure your QuantFlow strategy is set to manual. That way, when you change these values, they will actually be applied to the chart. If you change these values and you have a preset like our gold 1 hour here, anything you change here won't be actually applied to the chart. So make sure you have that set to manual if you want to create your own strategy. Again, we will be adding tons and tons of strategies to the QuantFlow strategy drop down. We just launched, so we've only included just a few main traded assets in there as of now, but we will be including a lot more and different time frames for different assets. But again, this is a swing trading system, so we recommend to use it on the mid to high time frames. I'd say 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour and up. I would not go below a 15-minute for a swing trading system like this that's trying to catch big moves, as price action is usually just too volatile and too choppy, and you have some irrational wicks here and there. So I recommend 1 hour and up for this system to really have consistent long-term results and stay profitable.